You can add whatever questions and design objects you wish to sections. Click the plus symbol here to add a new question to this section. Name your question something that will help you to identify it when we save it for you to use on other forms. The question name does not show anywhere on the forms. Many times you can simply use the same text for the question name that you use for the question itself, the label. Now select the question type. As you can see, 123 provides dozens of question types. Standard questions are questions asking for a short or long answer, a date, or an amount. True-false questions come either in the form of a yes/no radio option or a checkbox. Multiple options lists are either predefined lists 123 provides, such as U.S. states, marital status, or salutation, or they are multiple choice questions you create for yourself, adding your own question and list items. Grouped questions are questions that include multiple questions in one. For example, name includes first, middle, and last names. The U.S. and international address questions include street address, city, postal code, etc. Person questions include name, contact, and other questions about the person all in one big grouped question. With tables, you can add rows and columns in a table, selecting the question type for each column. If the column is an integer, decimal, or a dollar question type, you may select whether you would like to add a summary row that adds up the values in that column. Some questions provide special formatting. For example, 123 will add the parenthesis and dash in phone numbers, validate the user input for correct email address format, and allow users to draw with their mouse or touchscreen for e-signatures. While read-only texts are not exactly questions, they are considered questions from 123's perspective. You may wish to create headings, instructions, blocks of body text, or hyperlinks to other pages on your website or the court's website. Like read-only text, read-only objects are not exactly questions, but they are considered questions from 123's perspective. Read-only objects are either images that you upload or horizontal lines you use to separate parts of your form. The section type of a question is the same concept of a section type of a section. In what type of section would this question normally be located? Selecting an appropriate section type for your question will help you to find it later when you may want to use the same question in a different form. Regarding practice areas and matter types, the same principles apply throughout the app. The practice areas and matter types designations do not exclude you from using the question in other practice areas. They are only used to filter and sort so that you can find what you are looking for faster. Write your question here. This is the label that shows on your intake forms what your intake clients will see to know what you are asking. When you click Save, your question is added to the bottom of this section in your current form. Remember that we created this section in a different form called Tutorial Form and then dragged the section template into this form, Tutorial Form 2. Well, this section was empty in the original form, and when I used it in this form, I selected the option to update the existing section template. That means the new question I added to this section in this form updates the section template itself and updates the section wherever it has been used in different forms that aren't activated or haven't been used by an intake client. And it is added as a custom question on the left for use later in other forms.